Good morning, my friends. I want to share with you a message that warmed my heart during these difficult times. The message came to me a few weeks ago as I was driving with my grandkids coming back from the store. And as we were coming back, it was cloudy, it was raining, and my grandkids were in the car. And my 7-year-old grandson, he said, "Look, Grandpa, look on this side, on your side of the window." I said, "What?" He said, "Look." I looked, and it was one of the most beautiful rainbows that I have seen. Then my 2-year-old granddaughter said, "Look, Grandpa, here's another rainbow on my side." And I looked, and sure enough, there was another rainbow. And my grandson Joey, who's the oldest, tried to explain to them what it means. And before he was able to explain it, we saw three other rainbows in that 5 mile drive back home that took me about 8 minutes or so. Five rainbows. It was fantastic. I've never seen this before. So, what is the significance of the rainbow? And I want to ask you, do you see a rainbow after the storm that we are going through right now? I pray that you will see that. Actually, Queen on April the 5th addressed England and the Commonwealth and told them that the rainbow is a sense of hope for our country, try to reassure her people. And the rainbow, significant to me, comes from the Bible in Genesis chapter 8, after a long stay inside the ark, Noah and his family. Imagine, they stayed a year in that ark with animals with them. Don't complain of where you are right now, staying at home. He stayed that time, and then he sent a dove out, opened the window, sent a dove out several times until it finally came back with an olive branch. And he realized that the water has gone down and now it's drying. And when he came out, he built an altar and worshiped God right away, thanked him for saving his life. And then we read these words from Genesis chapter 8, and I'm going to read to you verse 21. And the Lord was pleased with the sacrifice and said to himself, "I will never again curse the earth, destroying all living things, even though people's thoughts and actions are bent toward evil from childhood." And that brings me to chapter 9 of Genesis. And in chapter 9, we read these words from the Lord talking to him. And God said to him, "I am giving you a sign as evidence of my eternal covenant with you and all living creatures." And verse 13, "I have my rainbow in the clouds, and it is the sign of my permanent promise to you and to all the earth." God has given us the rainbow as a sign, and I hope you will see that rainbow. Regardless of your situation now, we have a rainbow because God loves us. And in the New Testament, I want to read you Christ's word to comfort us. And it's the ultimate comfort. In John chapter 14, Jesus is talking to his disciple, knowing that he is going to be sacrificed. He's going to be on the cross, dying on our behalf. He told them, "I am leaving you," that's in John 14:27, "with a gift, a peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give isn't like the peace of the world gives. So don't be troubled and don't be afraid. The peace that God gives us is not like the peace of the world. It is not a wishing thing. We wish you peace. No, it is a present peace in our heart because God lives in us and gives us that peace. May God live in you and give you that peace that passes all understanding and sustain you during these difficult times.